and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. And we're starting out in Garrard County today. Lancaster police have taken one woman and two juveniles into custody following a stabbing death. Officials say they were called to an apartment on Pleasant View Drive Thursday night after one of the suspects called 911. When they arrived at the scene, police found a 20-year-old victim deceased from several stab wounds and said that he had been dead since late that afternoon. Charged with murder are 20-year-old Mallory Reynolds, her 15-year-old sister, and her 17-year-old male cousin. All lived in the apartment along with the victim. Police say they have reason to believe that the 15-year-old sister was the primary assailant in the stabbing. Reynolds is currently lodged in the Jessamine County Detention Center and is charged with murder, tampering with physical evidence, unlawful transaction with a minor, and robbery. The two juveniles are behind bars in Adair County, and it is yet to be seen if they will be tried as adults due to the nature of this crime. We'll have more updates on that as they become available. Well, the search for the suspect implicated in the home invasion and murder of Jordan Morgan continues, with police gathering more evidence through tips and aid from other law enforcement agencies. This picture you can see here is believed to be associated with the Morgan and the attack on the family in Richmond. The photo was captured last week by the Blue Ash Police Department in Ohio and is thought to be the actual car. It was submitted to KSP. Police named 23-year-old Shannon Vince Gilday in a press conference as the main suspect in the crime. KSP is warning all that Gilday should be considered armed and dangerous, and to immediately contact law enforcement if you see him or his car, and not to approach him. Gilday is ex-military with an Army background, and KSP states that he is possibly equipped with camping gear and essentials to live off of the grid. KSP is asking persons to be especially vigilant in state parks, rural areas, or national parks where Gilday may be seeking cover. Well, once again, Estill County residents should prepare for flooding. The National Weather Service has issued a flood warning, which began this afternoon and will continue through Sunday afternoon. The Kentucky River is expected to rise above flood stage today and continue to crest at 24.8 feet, which is above the flood stage at 21 feet. At this stage, low-lying areas like Red Lick Road, Millers Creek Road, Dark Hollow Road, and Nolan Creek Road frequently flood in several places. At 21.5 feet, Sang Branch Road is underwater at Red Lick. Stay tuned to the second part of the newscast for a full update on upcoming weather to be aware of with Todd Nelson in our Weather Center. Well, the much heralded opening of the area's first Buc-ee's got a little closer to reality as the Buc-ee's sign was erected today at the new location at Duncannon Road in Madison County. Buc-ee's expects an opening date of April the 18th. Today marked another successful jail and bail event where citizens can be put behind bars without committing a crime. WBON TV spoke to Executive Director of Hope's Wings, and the organization benefited by this fundraiser. To get all the details, Marissa Hempel files this report.
If you saw some local officials cuffed up and escorted by police, chances are it was for a good cause, as today was the annual jail and bail fundraiser for Hope's Wings Domestic Violence Shelter. WBON TV spoke to director of the shelter and organizer of the jail and bail fundraiser, Jennifer Lanehart, who said they did have a bit of a setback last year due to COVID. However, they are happy to be back in person this year.
It's become kind of a tradition, I think, for us and for our community. People can expect for me to start asking them to be arrested for us, and they can expect to be asked for money to bail some of their friends out. So yeah, 10 years. It's a great fundraiser for our program, and we have a good time when we're doing it.
In a previous story with WBON TV, it was seen that Hope's Wings recently got some much-needed upgrades. The funds that are raised through this year's jail and bail, which is one of their biggest fundraisers, all goes to help the women and children.
Shelter is expensive. You know, it takes quite a bit of money to run an emergency shelter from month to month, And so all of the funds raised this year will go back into the shelter, which means we're paying for utilities, we're paying for transportation for our clients, we're paying for medications for our clients if they don't have the money to buy them. We're buying clothes, we're paying for repairs that happen to our building. So that money goes pretty quickly.
Lanehart says that she tries to surpass every year with a greater amount of people being arrested.
40 people committed to that this year. We've had a couple that have kind of, come in that I didn't realize were going to be arrested and have volunteered to do that and give us some money. But there were 40 people who really committed, and everybody did it. Nobody dropped out this year, so we're grateful for our community. If there are people out there that just need help because they are trying to get out of an abusive situation, they can also call us there at the shelter at 859-623-4095.
For more stories such as these, be sure to visit Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that report. And we've just gotten word from Director Lanehart. She's just submitted to WBON-TV the tally of funds raised so far at $39,000. She believes that they will hit their goal of $40,000 after all donations are counted. This surpasses all previous years, with last year's total donations at $32,000. The price of gas is expected to rise as Russia's invasion of the Ukraine continues. Officials with AAA Bluegrass say they expect that Russia would react by decreasing production. As a result, we will see even higher, tighter supply. However, at the moment, it is projected that the price of a gallon of gas will not surpass $4 in the Commonwealth, as it is expected to do so in other parts of the country. But such a rise is always possible. The Mount Vernon Fire Department was busy Thursday as they responded to 5 separate incidents. According to the department, one of these was at 4 in the afternoon, where Mount Vernon Fire Department personnel were dispatched to aid Brindle Ridge Fire Department at a structure fire on Flat Gap Road. Once on the scene, it was determined that the residence was abandoned and in the process of being demolished. Just an hour later, crews were dispatched to a single vehicle accident with a vehicle overturned on I-75 near the 64-mile marker. In all, Mount Vernon Fire Department crews responded to 5 separate incidences: 3 vehicle accidents, a vehicle fire, and a structure fire. The Richmond Police Department announced their 2nd annual Pack-A-Cruiser food drive, hosted by Speedway and any 7-Eleven locations, starting on the 26th. Check out the flyer on the Richmond Police Department Facebook page to find out where you can participate and drop off non-perishable food items. And with that, we're going to take a short break, but Todd Nelson is in the Weather Center, and he's got all the updates on what's going to happen over the weekend.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation. With 24/7 emergency services, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokedek, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Here are some helpful tips to get your house ready for winter. Make sure your filter is changed. Typical locations are at your air handler or furnace, and a filter grill or an air cleaner like this. If you have other accessories on your system, like UV lights or a humidifier, now would be the time to service those. Make sure your ceiling fans are set to clockwise rotation. Go ahead and close those foundation vents. Disconnect your garden hoses from your outdoor spigots. Have Madison HVAC keep you warm this winter. Give us a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. As mentioned, there is still a threat of flooding continuing in the viewing area. With all the details on the upcoming weather, here's Todd Nelson in the Weather Center.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. Looking at a cloudy day, of course, across most of the Commonwealth. Here is the webcam from I-75 north of Richmond. At least the roads were dry. No, things have been fairly wet as of late. We've had a pretty active February. And of course, in the wake of that rain that we picked up yesterday, some cloudy skies and definitely some cooler conditions, even a couple of scattered flurries. But as we head through the overnight hours, we'll generally just be cloudy and a bit on the cool side, 28 degrees by midnight, with those north to northwesterly winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So cloudy and cool tonight, as I mentioned, quiet into this upcoming weekend with some additional sunshine on Sunday. That's when temperatures will begin to warm up a little more, closing in on 50 degrees. But even through Saturday night, we'll hold on to some additional cloud cover. Should mention that the Kentucky River in Estill County is still at flood concerns here, at least in minor flooding, and then it will fall as we approach early next week down below action stage. So again, the next several days into next week looking a little bit quieter, which is good news. But as you notice tonight into Saturday, clouds continue across much of the Commonwealth, the Ohio Valley, and the greater Richmond area. And then finally by Sunday, we'll see that sky cover at least diminish a little more. Waking up Sunday morning, or Saturday morning rather, to temps that'll be into the mid and upper 20s. When you factor in the wind, it will be a little bit on the cooler side. Saturday, though, topping out in the mid 40s. Again, we'll call it mostly cloudy, a few more peaks of sunshine later to the far north. And then here comes that sun on Sunday with temperatures into the upper 40s and lower 50s. So that'll be nice, as the sunshine is much stronger now at this time of the year than it was even just a few weeks ago. The extended outlook in terms of temps, bringing well above average temperatures back to much of the Ohio Valley. So that'll take us into early March, and our first day of March is Tuesday with a high near 60.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. You can check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Kentucky Blood Center needs healthy donors to give. Local donors are the reason why Kentucky Blood Center can provide life-saving blood to more than 70 hospitals throughout the state. Give blood and give love this February. Help save local lives at this upcoming blood drive. All donors will be receiving a limited edition Give Love shirt. You can donate in Berea at the Walmart Saturday the 26th from 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. The KBC Blood Mobile, that's at 120 Jill Drive in Berea. Blood donors must be at least 17 years old, 16 with parental consent, weigh at least 110 pounds, and be in general good health. Show a photo ID and meet additional requirements. 16-year-old donors must have a signed parental permission slip, which you can find at KentuckyBloodCenter.org. Appointments are preferred, but walk-ins are always welcome. To schedule a donation, you can visit Kentucky Blood Center, that's kybloodcenter.org, or call 800-775-2522. WBON TV's Samantha Burford is here with another edition of the Weekender Report to get you up and up to speed on some of the upcoming exciting events in WBON TV viewing area.
Welcome to the Weekender Report for WBON TV. I'm Samantha Burford. Our goal is to bring you the latest events of what's happening in Madison and surrounding counties. Check out what's happening for the weekend of February the 25th. Let's start this weekend with a fashion show on Friday night. Madison Central High School Prom Fashion Show. This event starts at 7 p.m. with a special guest and MC for the night, Jonathan Kane, a Project Runway finalist and world-renowned designer. You can view his new line of dresses and meet the designer after the show for a meet and greet. This event costs $5 for 18 and under and $10 for adults. Modeling for this event is students from the senior class to help raise money for Madison Central's project graduation. Straight Shot will be in concert at the Silver Eagle in Mount Vernon on Friday night at 8 p.m. This live music event is one of the most fun venues in Central Kentucky with the largest dance floor, full concessions, and 4 full pool tables. Bring your friends to 1840 Richmond Street in Mount Vernon for some fun live music. Saturday, there will be a free 3-hour self-defense seminar led by Chad Talkington and hosted by Transcend Training to give back and help protect the community. The instructor is a lifelong martial artist with 32 years of experience who instructs civilians, law enforcement, and military. You will learn situational awareness, basic defenses, basic weapon defenses, and sexual assault defense situations. This event is open to women and girls of all ages. This event starts at 8 a.m. and you can find out more information on Transcend Training Facebook page. Saturday at 1 p.m. there will be a trail work day put on by Silver Creek Bike Park. This 3-hour event is on J.C. Chambers Road in Berea. The goal is to keep the park awesome and help them drain some of the wet places in the park. Silver Creek Bike Park is a 3-mile network of downhill mountain bike trails, jump lines, and pump tracks. If you enjoy the music of AC/DC, you will enjoy this event at Champions Bar and Grill in Richmond on Saturday night. 100% Angus will be playing on February the 26th with a night of high voltage rock and roll, a tribute to AC/DC. This event starts at 9 p.m. Thank you for watching the Weekender Report for the weekend of February the 25th. We've had so many events reach out to us and we are extremely excited to help promote all of the events in Madison and surrounding counties, so keep them coming. See you next week for another edition of the Weekender Report. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha, for that report. And now we're going to go take another break, but don't go anywhere. We had a big win here in Madison County last night. Michael Watkins is going to tell you all about it right after this.
I've been asked many times what's really the difference between calling just any plumber or calling a pro at Fast Flow for your underground pipe repairs. Then I got a sweet tooth and it hit me. Here's Maddie and Blake to demonstrate. Most plumbers will dig up your entire yard, making a mess that's costly and unsightly. Fast Flow will dig 2 holes and use the existing pipe as a guide to install the new, stronger liner, and you get a 20-year warranty. It's a piece of cake, right, guys?
Call Pro Fast Flow!
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here
on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
100.7 FM is your home for complete coverage of the Tanner Dodge 56th District Basketball Tournament. Coming to you live this year from Beattyville, Kentucky. Join 100.7 for all the exciting action wherever you may be. Estill, Lee, Powell, and Owsley duel it out to decide another district champion. Our coverage is powered by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Meads Do It Center of Irvin, and Appalachian Wireless. Boys games live on 100.7, girls games on WIRV and 99.3 FM. Don't miss live coverage of the Tanner Dodge 56th District Basketball Tournament.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Last night was a historic night inside Alumni Coliseum for Madison Southern as the girls basketball won back-to-back district titles and the boys team won their first since 2017. With a recap of how it all went down and the 44th District Championship games, here's Michael Watkins.
It was a great night to be a Madison Southern basketball fan last night as both the girls and boys basketball teams pulled off some impressive upset wins in the 44th District Championships. In the girls game, the number 2 RPI ranked team in the region, Berea Lady Pirates, were seeking their first district title since 2003. But a cold shooting night and terrific coaching and defense proved to be too much as the Lady Eagles locked in and locked down the Berea offense. The defending district champion jumped out to a 14-0 lead before Berea ever scored a point and took a 16-2 lead into the second quarter. In that second quarter, both teams locked in defensively and scoring became a problem for both, but at the half, Madison Southern led 23-4. Berea made an effort to cut into the lead in the second half, but each time they did, Southern built it right back up and never let the Lady Pirates back in the game. In the fourth quarter, the Lady Eagles slammed the door shut and won their second consecutive district title, which is the first time in school history the team has done that. Following the win, head coach Josh Curtis talked to Samantha Burford about why this championship was so special for him and the team.
We went into the season and a lot of people wrote us off. We lost Samantha from last year and she was a huge part of our team. And then 4 or 5 games in, we lose Reese Step and people really wrote us off. And we just kind of played that underdog card all year. And we had a lot of good players to step up and we knew no one could step in and be Sam or be Reese, but just step in and do your job and get the most out of yourself. And so, you know, this one feels really good.
Morgan Flannery was named the MVP of the tournament after going for 17 points and 7 rebounds last night. Her defense and intensity in both tournament games proved why she was such an important piece to the Lady Eagles. For Berea, Abigail Beard was the only player to reach double digits, scoring 12 in the loss. The Lady Pirates couldn't get anything going offensively all game and was held to just 27.8% shooting from the field. Madison Central boys entered their game last night versus Madison Southern as the top-ranked team in the 11th Region RPI standings. But just like in the girls' game, those rankings didn't matter. Madison Southern came out firing on all cylinders, and Jay Rose was hot early, hitting 2 deep threes, helping the Eagles build a 10-point lead out of the gate. It didn't take long for Central to close the gap as Trey Skaggs answered the 3-point shots from Rose with a couple of his own as the Indians battled back to tie the game at 14 after 1. In the second quarter, each team traded jabs back and forth, and Southern was able to take a 1-point lead, 23-22 into the half. Turnovers were an issue in the first half for Madison Central, giving it up 13 times and allowing the Eagles to score 16 points off those turnovers. In the second half, both teams continued to play with high intensity as the score remained within 5 points. Central didn't take their first lead in the game until a pair of free throws by Jalen Davis with 6:22 to play in the fourth quarter. The game went back and forth, and it seemed as if Central had finally figured things out. Robbie Todd drove to the basket and scored a tough running floater that gave Central the lead and drew a foul. He stepped up to the free throw line with a chance to give Central a 3-point lead, but couldn't convert the free throw. Then, like a pendulum, the momentum swung all the way back over to Southern on this shot.
Eagles have a ton of numbers. Jay Rose will attack. Out to Hudson. 3! Good!
Eagles made their free throws down the stretch and held on to win a classic at McBrayer Arena by the score 48-43. The win for the Eagles is just their second district title since 1998 and the first in the career of Austin Newton, who spoke about the victory with Samantha Burford following the game.
History tells you that we weren't going to win tonight, and then we probably weren't going to win in the regional tournament because we've never won a regional tournament game, but these guys are wanting to rewrite history, and they did that tonight.
Jay Rose was named tournament MVP after a pair of stellar performances. Zach and Braden Hudson were huge for the Eagles on both ends, with Zach leading the way for his team with 15 points, including 9 in the fourth quarter. Will Harden had the worst shooting night of his career. The 11th Region Player of the Year shot just 2 of 15, scoring 7 points and grabbing 9 rebounds in the loss. We'll find out who each team will play in the 11th Region Tournament tomorrow morning, and we'll post that info as soon as we find out. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take another break. Don't go anymore. Lots more news coming up after this.
If you love local sports, then you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins each Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show as we break down, recap, and preview the sports in our area. Hear from coaches, players, and more from Central, Southern, Berea, Model, EKU, and more each Monday from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Campus Warehouse in Richmond, the law office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. We take family heirlooms and create something new. We fix broken jewelry. We can make anything you want. 1 and 2 day service. We have chain repairs starting at $25 and we have ring sizing starting at $45. Kentucky agate charms are Georgia and Ohio. We're located at 108 East Main Street in downtown beautiful Richmond, Kentucky, and there's always plenty of parking. We're nationally known and locally owned. Come see us at Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV. That brings us to the end of another week and another Live at 5 right here on WBON. Don't forget, we got several activities going on across the weekend. We've got that blood donation drive in Berea at the Walmart. We have the fishing swap meet. That is at B. Michael Cottle. Go over there and get you some new fishing equipment. And we've got the Pack-A-Cruiser. That is at the local speedways around town. And with that, we'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you right back here Monday, Live at 5.